People talk about Latin butts a lot, and they're great. I do feel like the Jewish titties, these, but on a Jewish woman, underrated. It's an official position I have that Jewish breasts do not get the amount of attention that they want. Part of it is because if you go on and look up Jewish milkers, you're going to get a lot of Holocaust footage. And that really kills your boner, mostly. That kills like 70% of your boner. Anyway, guys, speaking of boners, it is No Nut November, as I talked about. And a lot of people are out there just not jacking off. Other people are learning what jacking off is. It's when you pretend that your hand's a vagina, okay? And then you trick your brain. You put a little oopsie. You go, and then right as you come, you go, ha, punked you, brain. Got your ass. Got your ass. That wasn't Remy LaCroix's pussy. It was my own hand. Technically, you just had gay sex. Suck it. And you try to suck it and you break your own neck, and it's tough. We're having a tough go of it out there. And one of the issues we have facing the world right now is the rise of OnlyFans. The degenerate, disgusting website known as OnlyFans. And I want to talk about it in a segment I'm calling OnlyFans, the High Price of Jizz. A presentation by Steve Vongino, copyright 2023, all rights extremely reserved. Okay? Soak it in. Now, OnlyFans. A lot of people know what it is. Some people don't. OnlyFans is where you go in. It's a website. It's kind of like Patreon. By the way, I have a Patreon. You can join. It's right down there at the Vongino Predicament. For only $5 a month, you get an executive producer credit. You get an extra bonus video a month. I send you pictures of myself jacking off with a finger up my butt. Send those on over, okay? OnlyFans is like Patreon, but instead of being respectable, it's disgusting. And me, I'm a libertarian. I'm like, get your money, girl. Get your money. But you have to do it in a way that's going to end up with you going to hell, okay? OnlyFans. Ugh. Not into it. Now, here's the thing you got to remember. When we're talking about OnlyFans, when we're talking about sex work, and I'm not anti-sex work, okay? My opinion about sex workers is similar to my opinion on the LGBT Take Two. My opinion on OnlyFans, my opinion on sex workers in general is the same as my opinions on the LGBTQIA plus community. I think it's brave of you to defy the will of God like that. Big ups to you. Cheers. Okay, cheers. But this whole time, you need to remember, okay, some facts of nature. Men, guys like me with penis and balls. Yep, still there. Men like me, we value action, conquest, building things, okay? Men like to do. Men like to make. Women, they value being told by strangers that their vaginas look like nice. Women love that. If you're ever in line at Starbucks and you see a woman and she kind of looks a little down, like maybe she's having a rough day, go, hey man, I just wanted to tell you, I bet your vagina looks pretty good. She'll go, oh, thanks, man. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Here's the thing. We go onto OnlyFans, men, not me, other people. I don't, I'm getting so much of it for free. I'm not going to pay for that. I could afford it. I definitely could, but I'm not going to pay for it when I'm seeing. I wake up every day with a butthole in my face. Every day I wake up open my eye and go, oh, it's a butthole. Cool. Because men, we value how women look. We value a nice look of a nice lady, okay? And women, what they value is status. They value someone looking nice, hopping out the Bugatti, wearing a nice three-piece suit, carrying a gold-plated gun. Maybe they have a $10,000 samurai sword. Maybe they're hanging out on the street, oiling up their samurai sword just in public, wearing a suit. Keep kind of oiling it up. Every time someone walks by, you go, I can afford this! I can afford the sword and the oil! Women value that. In fact, just the other day, let me tell you something. I was hanging out with the boys. Me and the boys. I was at where was I? I was in I think it was in Nashville Tennessee maybe, or Kentucky, or I was, okay, so listen, the boys, were they a bunch of middle schoolers who I had told I would buy beer? Don't worry about your own life. You've got your own things to concern yourself with, okay? But anyway, we were hanging out at Arby's. They hadn't realized it doesn't sell beer yet. And some women came up, right? Hobo with a shotgun says, getting sushi with the boys. That's the thing. Afterwards, you went and got sushi with the boys. And that's, of course, when we go fishing. We go fishing. We call it sushi. I go, catch me another one, and I'll buy you a 12-pack of Busch Light. I'm hanging out with the boys. And a woman comes up and goes, and the thing is, with my crew, we're hanging out, we're partying. Some of the guys, they dress the part. I'm not saying they look exactly like rock stars, but some women came up to them and said, are you guys like famous? You guys like famous? And then the boys, they all said, no, we're punking this old piece of shit. And then they beat the hell out of me. Beat me down to the ground. And let me tell you something. That's how we do it with the boys. All right. And that's why OnlyFans is going to end up destroying Western civilization. It only makes sense, quite frankly. Can we all agree? It only makes sense. I think it does. What aren't they telling you about OnlyFans? What are they refusing to tell you? You being women. Most of my viewers are women. They have big boobs. They could do OnlyFans, but they're too busy working for NASA. Okay? I've already established that all of my viewers are smarter than anyone at NASA, so they work there just every now and be like, oh, you're having a problem with the rocket? You fucking moron. It's a fun bit. What are they not telling you? Sure. They're saying, join OnlyFans. You could make $800 million a month just sort of half-heartedly playing with your pussy. Just vaping. Just going like, oh, I got to do the OnlyFans thing. I got to do the words with friends too. What's a 5-letter word here? What's a 5-letter? Never. Oh, I shouldn't have used 2 E's. What am I doing? I'm coming. What should I do with it? You can make so much money doing that. Okay? You don't have to work. You don't have to work forever. But could there be a dark side? That's what I ask. It's easy money, OnlyFans. But just how easy is it? The answer, incredibly easy. Women don't need to work for it. You just start an account. You go to OnlyFans, you start an account. You do that. Let's do it right now. All right, we're at the browser here. I'm gonna pull this up. We're gonna go to OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com. All right. All right. So I'll sign in with Twitter Game Room Tour. Hi, just Casey. What? So this isn't even like nudity.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel.
She does have some big old,
Today I
some
thought it would be really fun if I gave you guys a little tour. It's freaking adorable.
This woman doesn't even show her pussy, and she makes more money than any like teacher. This is wild. These are just anyway. Sorry. So what do we got to do? Accept all. How do we sign in with? I don't know why it says Twitter. It's x.com. It's always been x.com. That's what it is. Now, how do I sign up to show my butt? What's the, okay. So profile, account, home, no, compose new post. How do I make money showing my butthole? Money showing my butthole. Post that. Oh, complete account. Anyway, it's not that hard. Okay. It's not that hard to do OnlyFans, and all women are being lazy. Okay, I'd figure it out. You just got to set up that you actually exist, and then you can do it. It's not that hard. Okay, it's easy money for women, but just how easy is it really? First off, is it really secure? That's what you got to wonder. You might think you're safe in OnlyFans because you're wearing a mask or you're only showing close-ups of your lower intestine. What could happen if someone were to, of course, hack your account and share those files? Recently, we've seen it. There's a woman running for Congress or Senate, or are those the same thing? I'm not sure. I think she's from Kentucky. Okay? She did an OnlyFans where she was having sex with her husband, which first off is disgusting. It might have been straight sex, but it was the gayest sex of all time. Missionary with her husband. Disgusting. And it leaked. Teachers are out there having their nudes leak. Young boys going, disgusting. It's not so much that they're scandalized as much as young boys just go, that pussy beat. That pussy more beat up than Evander Holyfield after he lost. You try to write him off the top of your head. It's hard. Thing you got to know about OnlyFans, right? It's not just for women. There are men on OnlyFans jerking off, presumably exclusively for other men. Okay? Don't be there and be like, oh, there's some women on OnlyFans that are so... No. Okay? Unless they're literally R-worded. Women, if you want to watch a guy jack off, even a hot dude, that's the thing. What if they're not hot? Hot dudes are disgusting too. That's all you want to do is just get a video of a dude jacking off. It's not that hard. Lamp says Rachel Dolezal has an OnlyFans. I do agree with that. I have seen that before, that Rachel Dolezal has an OnlyFans. And if you subscribe to the highest level, you give her like $20 a month, she will, of course, give you an inward pass. So could it be worth it to sign up just for that? I don't know. You tell me. But all these men are just jacking off on OnlyFans, and women don't need to do that. They could find any guy to jack off for them. Also, other gay men. That's the point of being gay, is you don't have to pay money for this shit. Guess what? You could dudes love jacking off into camera. It's great. You jack off, and then you watch it later, and you're like, oh, hey, remember when I jacked off? That was cool. And then you jack off to yourself jacking off. It's No Nut November. It is No Nut November. Okay? Ahem. So some men are out there selling their bodies too, and it's much harder for men. We got to work a lot harder. We got to be in good shape. We have to have a penis that works. Disgusting. These double standards. Turns out women eventually get older. Something they don't tell you. So does Jacob Wool. Jacob Wool is the guy who'd always be like, remember him? He'd be like, I was at a coffee shop and everyone was saying that Barack Obama's gay or whatever it would be. That was that guy, right? Who like did he was a fellow moderate centrist. He like did something where he was like, someone claimed Bernie Sanders or Robert Mueller, the guy who, remember before COVID, before we all learned how to actually care about the right things, when everyone was like, Robert Mueller's going to get him. It's going to take Trump down now. Here's the thing, right? They tell you women, oh, you guys can join OnlyFans. You can make $800 million a day just farting. Just a close-up of SpongeBob SquarePants underpants. Bluey underpants. Maybe that's better. Crikey. And just a little fart. Yeah, he tracked down Kamala Harris's sexy young lover. No. Wasn't it Elizabeth Warren? He tracked down, he was like, Elizabeth Warren is getting her pussy turned out by a young Marine. That was his press conference. When he was like, see this built Marine with a giant dick? He fucking busted up in Elizabeth Warren. And it was like, I might have to vote for Elizabeth Warren now. Shit, maybe I'm supporting the wrong candidates here. The point is, women like Elizabeth Warren eventually get older. Not a Benjamin Button in the group. None of them. They all get older. So you're being sold a false bill of goods. And told that, no, if I like raise enough money and then like, I'll have money forever and I can spend it all. Save your money. And also, it is a well-known fact that according to both science and religion, liberal women are uglier. Okay? And he did a fake reality show, scared the shit out of the actresses he hired. Jacob Wool is kind of cool. Is he the coolest guy? Should he be president now? I'm open to it. Here's the thing. Liberal women are uglier. It's backed up by science and the good kind of science. It's not about medicine, okay? There's two types of science. There's medicine science. And again, secular humanist YouTube lawyers, I'm not saying it's all fake, okay? But draw your own conclusions. Then we have the other kind of science, which is, of course, about women and skull shapes. That's correct science, okay? Liberal women are all uglier because if you're uglier, you're going to have more sympathy, okay, for other people, which will lead you to be liberal. And by the same token, if you're liberal, you're going to have more abortions, okay? Liberal women get abortions every day. They walk up, they go, I'm looking for an abortion. The doctor goes, you're not pregnant yet. And she goes, oh shit, it's Monday. I thought it was Wednesday. I had my schedule all messed up. Okay, be back then. And because of this, because of these facts, I think we can all agree that in 40 to 50 years from now, every human on Earth will be, of course, a Ron Paul supporter. I think it only makes sense, quite frankly. So anyway, liberal women are ugly, and if you're ugly, you're going to be more likely to, want socialized healthcare. Now, what are you going to do, OnlyFans models, when your children find out? When little Johnny comes home one day and goes, Mommy, the boys at school today were saying they've seen the inside of your cervix. Little boys at school say that they, in fact, have seen where I came from. Your new video is just a picture of your uterus, Mommy. Oh, Mommy. Mommy. What are you going to do when children find out about who you are? Who you really, truly are. Okay? Which is why if you're an OnlyFans model right now, you gotta kind of do a Boy Named Sue situation. Okay? If you have a kid, you have to name them Gaylord McPenisface. That has to be their name. And then consequently, they will learn to fight. Okay? Give into it. That's the only way you can protect your children from someday finding out their mom had sex, which is disgusting. So the question is, what should young women be doing instead of selling pictures of their vaginas and or buttholes on the internet? And also, ladies, you gotta do both, okay? Don't do that bullshit where it's like an OnlyFans and you sign up and you're given like $8 a month and it's like, look at me in the bikini. We're not at the beach, bitch. Okay? I can see women fuck for free. I can go to Pornhub.com and see it go in now. This is not 1932, where if I wanted to see a woman naked, I'd have to buy a Chinese lady. No. So what should young women be doing? Do we have any ideas? First off, religion. And again, I'm a moderate centrist. I'm right down the middle. I'm not saying everyone should be going to church, but you ever think, if you don't want your kids to be molested, you gotta send them to church, okay? Because here's the deal, right? Send them to church. Could the priest touch them? Maybe. There are reports, not confirmed, mostly fake news. Mostly fake news. But they'll affirm their gender, okay? No one has ever been trans after having a priest go, let me see your penis. Hello, boy. Could I please see your penis? That establishes they have a penis and who they are. Okay, Lamp Boob says become non-binary. So that, I guess, but I don't think they should be eating that many Twix bars. It's going to end up with them getting fat and they won't get married. It only makes sense. Hobo with a Shotgun says young women should be getting married young. I agree. And be having babies and making sandwiches at the same time. Okay? If you are a proper traditional wife, a trad wife, as I and only I call them, you should be making a sandwich while you're being inseminated. Okay? Do it from behind. You're on your knees. You're making him a bologna sandwich. So as soon as he's done, you just feed him a sandwich. Gives him his energy back. Okay? And the same token, after you've given birth, he's gonna need dinner on the table. He worked hard at that boat dealership today. Okay? Arson's pretty cool, Lamp Boob says. Yeah, I mean, women could be burning things. That's young women out there. I'm not telling you how to live your life. Again, I'm a libertarian. Live and let live. If you want to make money defying the will of God, knock yourself out. If you want to go burn down something, anything, a public library, listen, again, secular humanist YouTube lawyers, I am not recommending anyone burn down anything. But as far as I know, they've never had a drag queen story hour amongst ashes. So I think that makes sense. And I think that really solves the whole thing. That's how we do OnlyFans.
Shut up and sit down.